Hello everyone. Till now in this chapter of acid, bases and salts, we have learned different type of acid and bases, and we also discussed the chemical properties of acid and bases. Now let's see in this video what are the common things in acids and bases. Let's start it with the question, what is electricity? Don't worry, I'm not going to start the chapter electricity, just asking. What is electricity? Yes, electricity is flow of charged particles, means the ions help in flowing of electric current. An electric current passes through the circuit and it is possible only in a complete circuit. All the substances which allow electricity to pass through them are called conductors of electricity. So what do you think about this property of acid and bases? Do the acid and bases are conductors of electricity? Let's check out with an experiment. To do this activity we need beaker, any base or any acidic solution, rubber cork on which the iron nails are present, and iron nails are further connected to the circuit, having battery, bulb and switch. So one thing keep in mind, if electricity passes through the circuit, the bulb will be glow. In this activity we are taking the graphite rods. As you can see, the bulb is glowing. It means the HCl which is present in this container conducts electricity. Graphite is also conducts electricity as it is a good conductor of electricity. Now we taking these graphite rods into the NaOH. Bulb is still glowing. It means the base is also a good conductor of electricity. From the experiment, we had come to know that acid and bases are conductors of electricity. And we know that electricity can flow only in the presence of ions. So what is present in acid and bases which makes it conductor of electricity? To understand this, let's see what happens when acid dissolve in water. When acid dissolve in water, it divides into the ions like H positive and Cl negative. In case of HCl, HNO3 divides as H positive NO3 negative ions. H2SO4 divides into H positive and SO4 2 negative ions. In all these cases, the common H positive ions are released by the acids. So these ions help in flowing the electricity through the acids and make the acids conductor of electricity. Now let's see what happens in case of base. When base is dissolved in water, they also dissolve and break down into the ions, producing positive and negative ions. Like NaOH, a base, when dissolved in water, it produces Na positive and OH negative. And if we see the all other example, we find that all these produces the common OH negative ions. These ions help in the conduction of electricity and makes the base a conductor of electricity. As acid and base both are electrolytes, means they produce ions in the water, so that's why they become the conductors of electricity. One thing we need to keep in mind that acid and bases produces ions only in the presence of water. Means if you are taking dry acid or base, it will not conduct electricity as they can produce ions only and only in the presence of water. Because of this electrolytic nature of acid, if you connect a circuit to any citrus fruit, the bulb will glow because the acid is present in the fruit. we come to know that acid and bases being electrolyte and having H positive and OH negative ion, they conducts electricity. What about the other compounds which also have hydrogen and OH? Do they also conduct electricity? Let us understand in case of glucose and alcohol. If we see the structure of glucose having the formula C6H12O6, it have hydrogen, right? Similarly, the formula of here in alcohol, that is ethanol, having a formula C2H5OH. In both of these compounds, hydrogen and OH is present. So what do you think? Do they also conduct electricity? Actually not. Glucose and ethanol, when dissolved in water, they do not ionize to produce ions. So as the absence of ions when glucose and alcohol is dissolved in water, so they are not good conductor of electricity. So that's why in case of alcohol and glucose, the bulb will not glow in the circuit, as ethanol and alcohol are bad conductor of electricity. Do you know how hydrochloric acid is produced? It is produced with the help of two compounds, sodium chloride and concentrated H2SO4, means the sulfuric acid. For this we take sodium chloride or NaCl in a test tube, then add H2SO4 in it. It produces the gas, that is HCl, dry HCl. In this picture you can see when we take a blue litmus paper near to this delivery tube, it does not changes its colors, as we know that acid basically changed the blue litmus paper into the red one, but here no change can be found. This is because there is no water present here. HCl in the form of gaseous, and it cannot produce the ions without the presence of water. That's why it cannot change the blue litmus paper into the red one. And if we make this litmus paper moist, means if there will be the presence of water, then the HCl gas, when it comes into the contact with the moisture or the water, it dissociates into the H positive and Cl negative ions, and after that the blue litmus paper will be turned into the red litmus paper. This experiment again repeats that acid and bases, they produces the ions only and only in the presence of water. When acid dissolve in water, they produces H positive ions. As H positive ions are not very much stable, they combine with the water molecule and produces hydronium ions. And similarly, when bases dissolve in water, they produces OH negative ions. पिछले वीडियोस में हमने ये देखा था कि एसिड के दो टाइप्स उसके कंसंट्रेशन के बेस पर भी हो सकते हैं, कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड एसिड एंड डाइल्यूटेड एसिड। कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड एसिड का मतलब होता है जब एसिड में पानी की जो मात्रा है वो बहुत कम हो, और डाइल्यूट एसिड का मतलब है जिसमें ज़्यादा अमाउंट में वाटर प्रेजेंट हो, राइट। नाउ द क्वेश्चन अराइज, हाउ टू डाइल्यूट द एसिड। For the dilution of acid, we need to mix the water and acid. But one thing we know that the process of dissolving acid into water is a very exothermic process, means it produces large amount of heat. So when we are diluting an acid, we need to do one thing, that is always add acid to the water drop wise, right? Not water into the acid, as if water is added to this concentrated acid, it will produce the large amount of heat and the mixture can be splashed out and can cause the burning of clothes or the skin. So to avoid such a accidents, we always need to add acid drop by drop into the water. जब भी हम किसी एसिड या बेस को डाइल्यूट करते हैं तो उसकी वजह से वाटर में आयंस का जो कंसंट्रेशन है वो पर यूनिट वॉल्यूम डिक्रीज़ होता जाता है, यानी कि पानी की मात्रा बढ़ती जाती है और जो आयंस है उनका कंसंट्रेशन कम होता जाता है. So in this video we have learned that acid and bases are the good conductor of electricity as they allow the electricity to pass through them because they produces ions in the presence of water. And the other compounds having hydrogen or OH like ethanol and alcohol do not conduct electricity because they do not produces ion in the water. Conductivity of electricity through the acid or bases can also help to check out which one is strong acid or base or which is weak acid or base. Because अगर हम किसी strong acid के साथ अगर हम ये टेस्ट करेंगे तो जो बल्ब है वो बहुत ब्राइटली ग्लो करेगा, राइट. बट इन द प्रेजेंस ऑफ वीक एसिड द बल्ब विल नॉट ग्लो दैट मच ब्राइटली. ठीक है, तो ये चीज़ आपने याद रखनी है कि अगर बल्ब बहुत ब्राइटली ग्लो कर रहा है इट मीन्स द एसिड इज़ स्ट्रॉन्ग. एज वी नो दैट कि स्ट्रॉन्ग एसिड का मतलब है ज़्यादा कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ आयन. तो जितनी ज़्यादा कंसंट्रेशन होगी आयंस की, जितने ज़्यादा आयंस होंगे उतना ही इजीली इलेक्ट्रिसिटी फ्लो कर पाएगा और इसीलिए उतना ही तेज़ जो है बल्ब ग्लो होगा. इसके विपरीत जो वीक एसिड है वो कम्प्लीटली डिसोसिएट नहीं होते तो उतने आयंस प्रोड्यूस नहीं होते, तो बल्ब उतना ब्राइटली ग्लो नहीं करेगा. देन वी कम टू नो अबाउट दी how acid and bases show their acidic and basic effect only in the presence of water. And while diluting the acid or base, always add acid to the water.